Vaughn with Sweet Roxx Crystal Healing here, and today I've got my dog Fox with me. He's over here wanting some that abundance to me. Find that gold. That's what he's talking about. So basically, what I'm working on today is I'm working with this. I'm working with this Malachite Imperial Jasper. I've already started the tree. But anyway, I love jamming and doing my stuff. So here we are working on this today. And so the project for this is that now that I've got my tree, let's reconnect. Reconnecting. Hey, what's up, Danza? Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to pause this for a second. Yeah, because my shit is okay. There we go. We good? My shit is okay. There we go. We good? I don't know. So for me, okay, we're live, but I'm going to pause. So we're going to glitch for a minute. Please come back. I got to restart my Wi-Fi router again. Hopefully this fixes it because it keeps cutting out on me. So give okay. Okay, I don't know if I'm still going because I think my phone might actually be live here. But give me just a minute. I actually have my YouTube studio up so I can engage with my conversations a little better. But how's it going, everybody? Sorry about this. I have my own issues apparently here, but I am live. Hi, Tina. Welcome. Hi, King of Wands. Welcome. I appreciate you. Danza, I'm glad you made it onto one of my lives. I love interacting with you. Sorry I missed my morning one. It was honestly, it was a spur of the moment. I woke up and I was just feeling inspired to just like share a message. I didn't know what, but it came through. So it was really fun to just get into that. Oh, okay. Frozen. I know I've been on the fritz today. I've been vibing super high today. Oh my gosh, that's been fun. I've been outside, just doing my stuff. Oh, that was you, Preston? I just put it in the mail. I just put it in the mail for you, brother. I'm so excited to send that to you. I'm glad you tuned in. But yeah, it's in the mail. You should have your tracking number emailed to you already. That's so exciting. So that one, the crazy is amazing. So I appreciate and I love your support in all my business. So we're working on another tree today. This one, I was feeling the trident. Kind of what we're going through with a really hardy tree that's been through some hell and back. So I've just kind of been going to town on this today, really connect. After my message, this was just something that just kind of came. I was fumbling through some stuff, and then this fell on the floor, and I was just like, hey, that's the one, just like I do with my cards. So this is what I'm creating today. So the lesson we're going to learn is how to take these 4 wires, and we're going to frame this to take something that's just basic. I mean, this isn't just basic, but I mean, for my style, it's basic. So, but we're going to kind of, okay. All right. I don't like doing this, but I've just connected. I'm really hoping that I don't have to restart my phone because this is going to suck. I don't know what's going on. Do all my things. Dang. Okay. I rebooted my phone, so hopefully we've isolated the problem. But yeah, I've been warned that technology is going to be going on the fritz like crazy. So bear with me. I appreciate all of y'all's patience. I typically don't have this problem, but I guess today. Right. Okay. Okay. So anyway, appreciate everyone's support. It's been super fun. Technology apparently is being really weird. So strange. uh, but as I was saying, I've been really connected to Gaia today. It was just such a beautiful morning, and I'm just amazed and at kind of where I've come to in my life. I'm just tickled. Like I'm really doing these things. I'm just kind of the first. As far as I understand, I'm actually the first jeweler to go forth and do a spiritual jewelry thing. Um, and I've also kind of stopped a lot of the patterns that have kind of happened throughout all of our families over the generations and extensions. But it's been it's been really fun, kind of just exploring what else is out there, because growth and understanding is limitless. It's just amazing how you can learn and grow. But I was in a meditation before I started doing this video. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. uh, but technology has been crazy. So if you can't watch, just do what you got to and mute it. I don't know. Bear with me. I'm also figuring this shit out. I'm trying to get an actual computer studio set up in my workbench area so that I can have more control over everything. But hopefully, things will just kind of work out the way that they need to. So, what I'm going to do, because I'm attached to my YouTube studio, is I'm going to go ahead and log out. And then I'm just going to go ahead and try it. Because I want to watch the chat a little better so I can kind of interact with everybody. That's why I'm trying this out. So I'm just going to go into my regular YouTube on my laptop, and then I'm going to pull up my video. That way I can just watch the chat as like you guys. So new channel, because I am live. So I'm going to click on that. But yeah, nothing's going on here. So, okay. So I don't know if that helped, but I signed out of my studio. I don't really like using it, to be honest with you, but I understand I should probably use it more. But I am learning how to cut reels and such, though. That's pretty cool. So what I need to do is buckle down, or have my daughter buckle down and clip some shit. But that means she has to listen to me talk. She gets enough of that. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So we got this here. Yeah, earlier I had a little bit of momentum going there with everybody. I was so happy, and then all of a sudden, whack! Internet's going crazy. So if my internet's still spotty, I apologize. But it is what it is. Gotta mute that. So yeah, RS Fitness. Okay, so that looks about centered. So what we've got here is our weave. Okay, I'm glad you guys are back. That was awesome. All part of the journey, We're all learning. But I think there was something actually happening energetically right now because, I started getting all jittery too. It was really weird. So we are going to form this around. So I'm going to work here for a second. So I have a flat surface. So I'm going to pull all these together. So, okay, perfect. So I've kind of formed them a little bit. Bring that around, straighten that out. Okay. Bring this around, straighten that out a little bit. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so we got a rough shape going on here. So now I need to actually get it to where it'll hold it. So I just needed to know my approximate shape. Okay. So I've been watching Bob Ross to get inspirations how to speak what channels through me a little better. I love Bob Ross. But I found on YouTube that there's a live stream where he just plays all of his stuff. And man, that guy, his philosophies, I adoration that man. So just kind of get into it. But today, before I was having my glitch, and I told Parthenax too, my little crystal here, it's like, simmer down. I was like, your energy's a little too intense right now. But when I was grounded outside, connected to Gaia, wrapping this tree. So when I get into a tree, I imagine my energy flow being a tree. I imagine like everything's flowing through me and I'm pulling in everything when I'm doing these. And so in this, I just start receiving messages. Like, and today the mushroom people came through and they, I don't know, just kind of feeling around their presence because their present is an elemental form today. They kind of inspired me to do this video. So at some point today, I have a feeling that something's going to be coming through with them. Because I told them I will open the door. But the mushroom people want to help us heal our bodies. They want us to help us heal our nervous system so that we can really embrace this 5D change as we go into fifth dimension. And their ability to reconnect neural pathways in the brain throughout your nervous system and your body can really be sped up and enhanced when you allow these things to help. Now, I love, yeah, but I love how amazing just mycology is in general. And being a chef, I've experimented with so many mushrooms, but it's more, I explored it for flavor and taste profile. Later, I started learning the medicinal benefits of some of my favorites, and I was just like, holy cow, there's really something to this. My body was, telling me that, hey, you need more of this for you to help heal. And so I've been learning and growing in my journey. And yes, Tina, this is my antique copper cup I found at an antique store. I polished and cleansed it. Yep, with Schumann's. But this used to have a few dents in it, so I straightened it all out, hammered it out, and got the rim all straightened up again. Now I have this little goblet. And I use crystal water elixirs with my water. And the water here also helps alkalize, energize, and also it's because of its microbial properties helps purify that water a little bit. So I've been experimenting with tap water, and I feel like I'm kind of fine-tuned what I'm doing with my water now. So this is my little goblet I started using because I don't necessarily like drinking from this big old thing because I always like spill everywhere. So cheers to you guys. But water is life, and believe it or not, water is conscious in a way. And what that means is that when you apply a frequency to it, let's say the 5G tower is right next to your water towers of the city. When you apply a frequency to it, the water is going to hear that frequency and it's going to bring it into your home. So your pipes being made of, well, most people it's made of plastic or PCV, not very good for you, and it bends at 90-degree angles for the most part. There's no 90 degrees anywhere in nature. So therefore, by the time the water gets to your house for you to use it, it's dead water irradiated with the 5G frequency. Now they knew this. That's why they strategically put them right next to our water reserves. Now, go do the research for yourself. You can find out for yourself. But as I'm understanding the metaphysics, water is conscious and it does adhere the frequency that you apply to it. So, what am I doing about it? Well, I'm creating a filtration system that allows me to energize and recharge my water so that it behaves like it came from the stream again without the 5G. So, as I've been working with it in my health and wellness, a lot of great things have been happening. And maybe that's why I've kind of so exponentially got plugged into this realm of being able to communicate and channel with these stone beings. So, it's quite incredible. Anyway, so many things I'm doing, and it's all just one baby steps at a time, and it makes me feel good, so I do it. I love it. So let me check my chats here. Yeah, water does store memories too. So it's important that we kind of treat that water as something a little more sacred than something to be taken granted for, because really water is life, and we can really heal ourselves through water. And I'm learning crystal elixirs where you can supercharge your water through crystal frequency so the water can actually vibrate at a way to benefit your body. So it's quite fascinating what happens. Now I'm experimenting, but I'm also doing things that otherwise medical practitioners will say you couldn't. So, just as a disclaimer, because I have to do this, I'm not giving you any medical advice. I am not a doctor, meaning I'm not indoctrinated. So, but I listen to my body. I trust in my body. I trust in my connections to, Source, Jah, the divine, my soul family, the ETs. Like I really try to connect with them. But I'm finding in my connections it's very grounded to the earth. And I love it. I love working with Gaia. And man, she's so beautiful. Man, Gaia, oh, she is a babe, let me tell you. But she is so lovely, and she's so kind, and she's so energetic. But man, well, that's like the goddess of goddesses right there, Gaia. But she's so kind, and my blessing today through her was just about that. Just embrace that inner child. Become who you are meant to be. Be that bright light that you came here to be when you ascended. It's just, all of these times are magical. And it's just wild where we're going. And I love being a part of it. It's just so cool. Oh, man. That. So today we're working with a Malachite Imperial Jasper. And Imperial Malachite is a very grounding stone tied to the heart chakra. Um, and in the crystal realms, I always see it postured as being the very modest and proper gentleman. He'll get the door for you, like he's just very proper and modest. But he's also to the point, kind of like by the book. So he doesn't really have a joking side, but he's really great at absorbing negative energy and transmuting it. So it's quite fascinating how amazing malachite is. And I actually have some malachite over here in my um, headboard over there for that reason. Super good. Some velvet malachite. I absolutely love working with it. So today, that's what we're working with. Gaia's love. That heart frequency. That green. That green today. I know I've talked about it before. I had an aura scan done talking about my aura color. Really cool and fascinating. But on the scan, they took a picture. I need to impose this a little differently, maybe make it a little bigger because I have the email still. But this is my aura color, chartreuse and gold. Isn't that cool? Like, this thing is so amazing. So this was a live scan. You put your hand on this like device and it scans all of your frequencies and then it's imposed onto this program and oh, it's so cool. But everyone's different. Everyone's different. And when they were doing it, they're like, man, we've not seen anyone with that kind of color before. I was like, cool, I'm one of a kind. It's like, and I love being here. I love sharing that light. It's so amazing. But life is good, you know. It's important that we just take those minutes to enjoy life. It's important that we're just going about doing the things that we love. You know, it's so cool to see what people can come up with when they believe something is possible. I mean, it's just amazing what people have done. And we can all do it. We're come here with gifts, whatever those gifts are. We came here to share them. Okay, so I need to rotate that over because it's not centered. Okay, I'm going to take this one, bring it up. Okay. Yeah. Knit some chain. Oh, cool. That's way cool. So I made the first base here that's going to help lock this framed piece in. I don't necessarily need this to support it because everything is supported here. Okay, and this will be intertwined with the bail to hold this. So this is just more decorative, not structural, but it's going to, you know, encase that in a way, just kind of artistically, if you will. So that's what we're doing here. And yeah, I'm going to bring that up just a little bit for the back side. Okay. So now I need to tear those apart. Yeah, this one's so beautiful. And like I said, I was fumbling through stuff because I'm trying to channel some creations for people. And it literally like jumped out of the bowl. And I was just like, okay, that's what we're doing today. So I set up my little table outside, took my dog out there. We got some sun. It's so beautiful today. I started creating. And I was just like, when my daughter gets home from school, Preston, he was on here earlier. He chimed in, but he did buy my Crazy Lace Agate. That was just, that one was so cool. So cool. Like, I love that one. So I'm happy that it's going to him. That's just that's so amazing. And I believe he lives on the East Coast somewhere. I don't remember which state. I think Maryland, Rhode Island, somewhere out there. Sorry if you didn't want me to disclose that, but we're all family. And that time of corruption is coming to an end. I did see Honey Golden's premiered today. That was quite interesting about the financial system. If you haven't checked that one out, I would definitely go give it a tune in at some point. But Honey Golden's intuition seems to be pretty accurate, and I kind of trust what she says. But, you know, at the same time, we also have to listen to ourselves, listen to our hearts. So, but it aligns with mine, so I agree. So what she says aligns with where I'm seeing things, so that's just how it is. But, okay, frame that in there. Okay. Oh yeah, so perfect. Okay, so I'll show you what I've done here. So I've molded this to have kind of a cross frame here, but it's going to be wrapped around. Okay. This to lock this in so it just kind of stays put. So now we've got that. We need to bring this one in, which I'm going to do here. Fill in a different flow. Let me go here. Pinch just on the outside. Bring that in. Go. We straighten that one out. Same thing. Nope, I don't measure any of my wire. And whatever I'm cutting, though, I try to utilize. So if I've got a tail, like this one that have been working on, um, so you see I have a bunch of tail here. I'm going to figure out how to incorporate it into the piece, so I'm not having so much waste. So I always try to figure out how to incorporate it, and a lot of times when I have this much tail, I can figure out how to use it to reduce, like, maybe say this much. So instead of wasting this much, I can waste this much, and I'm okay with that. So I just try to get creative with the extra. But sometimes, the flow of what I've created, like my carnelian one, I don't know. Anyway, the carnelian one's very kind of like masculine, simple. Um, but I ended up cutting off tons of, tail on that, but it just goes that way sometimes. And the thing is, even with your silver scrap, it's still valuable in its own weight. So just hold on to it, save your scraps, and you can probably use it to get more silver, to be honest with you. But your copper stuff, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But collect it because it still is valuable, because copper rates are going up. So it is it is valuable to some degree. More than aluminum, I'll tell you that. Okay. So I've got this framed here. I put my hand up, but you can see that. We have that flow in there. So those nodes that we're adding are like the fingers of like a faceted ring, if you will. So that's kind of the idea, but I like to add that ornate artistry to it to kind of give it some flow. And then what'll end up happening on the back side, because I already have a frame that's anchored, is I'm going to be stitching the frame to this backing somehow to keep it secure so it doesn't slip or whatever, because copper is pretty malleable. So I try to make sure that it's nice and secure and it's not going to give anyone any problems. But again, if any of my jewelry or whatever gets damaged, or stones pop out or whatever, I mean, I can send them back. I can fix them. Like, I don't have a problem doing that. But I trust in my craftsmanship enough that I don't have to worry about it. And that shit happens. So it is what it is. Hi, Paula. Welcome. I'm refilling my little goblet here. Working with brass today, Danza, huh? I love brass. I just picked up some silver plated goblets as well from the antique store. I think those are from 1892, and this one I'm not sure, but I polished it up nice, fixed the dents in it, and I love it. So it's super fun. So Paula, since you're turning in, this is what I've been working on. We got malachite here with Imperial Jasper. Now this is like a resin conglomerate. Okay, so you got to understand this is a man-made one. This is not naturally found. My mom gave them to me to wrap, and like I said, this one popped out. But it really is beautiful. And the green that's in there is actual malachite. So there's that. It is malachite. I do know that. But a very soft stone. And then Paula, we're going to be framing it with this. We're going to be doing a bale weave to attach this to everything to finish this pendant up. If you're just joining, I did open the door for the mushroom people to come in and share a message. And they'll just kind of speak to my inner child, because they're like little children. They're so cute. It's the only way I can explain them. So my inner child is going to be the one communicating, which will be fun because it's a lot of laughter, a lot of joy. I love it. They're really shy too, but they're ready to come in and help as part of this whole revolution of healing for everybody. So they're going to help play their part too. Um, kind of earlier, I was talking about using lion's mane mushroom. I love that one for brain stuff, for brain connection, for neural pathways. Lion's mane, totally culinary. You're not going to get have a psychedelic experience, but man, that is an incredible mushroom. I have it every morning with my coffee. So good, so good. Get yourself some. Reishi, chaga, turkey tail, the king trumpet. Ooh, the king trumpet. Those ones taste so good. Mm. We are straightening these out. Yeah, Paula. And since you're just tuning in too, I did have such a beautiful meditation with Gaia today. And the mushroom beings came in elemental form while I was outside. It was such a cool experience, which is kind of what inspired this tree creation. Because, you know, Gaia, she's ready to help people grow. Like she loves this. And we're all working together to kind of heal her and clean her up too. So more and more people are stepping in. Hey, I walk around this complex and clean things up because I'm just like, it's what I can do. But you're totally right, Danza. We are, and fungi are they are their own species for a lot of reasons, and they actually breathe, believe it or not. And it's interesting because I read this book. I don't remember the name of the book, but it was quite fascinating. It was like The Mushroom and the Cross or something like that. And it was talking about the origin of everything around us really does come from mycelium to some degree living here on this earth. And you can even look at just modern architecture. It does follow that phallic design. Look at a house. It's got squared sides with a pointed roof, the triangle over a square. That's basically your geometric shape of a mushroom. So it's quite fascinating how a lot of things in this world follow that. Even our own, like how the mycelia crawl through the earth to interconnect everything. Our brains, our lungs, our nervous systems are all parallel. It's very fascinating how similar we are. Fun guys and gals. Yeah. That's so funny. But yeah, um, it's not anything to be scared of. Some people, I know it's a texture thing, but you can get it and take it in a tablet form. Like they literally, you can make your own little capsules and you can just swallow them whole and you're getting it, you're not eating it. Like there's so many ways that you can ingest the mushrooms because they do really help. But I have my own blend of mushrooms that I use every day with all of my herbs and spices for my own health. Um, and yeah, and I cook with them a lot. Yeah, I enjoy cooking, so everything's got mushrooms in them. Um, and it's just super cool. Okay. So I got to get my weave pattern set up, so I'm going to have to pause my conversation for a minute so I can focus. Now we're going to start weaving this bale here. Okay. So this one we're going to hold back. This one we're going to hold back. So I'm going to go back. You are going to go right there. So cooperate. Okay. Alrighty. So anyway, yeah, Gaia is so beautiful. She is a babe, let me tell you. And she's so lovely. She's so kind. Uh, okay. I can feel. What is it, Fox? Do you see it? He's like, no, but he can hear something. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. All right. That should work. We got our pretty much our form here. Okay. Um, yes and no. So the wire wrapped rings, no. I've just tried even my simple ones. For some reason, I really struggle getting one that's solid, that's not going to warp or bend, and also having the right size. So I don't run into the struggle of trying to find a finger fit the ring. I'd rather just people know what size they're going to get, and that's what they're going to get. So what I'm going to do, however, is incorporate the wire wrapped patterns and start soldering them into rings. That way I can get exact sizes for people. And it'll help me in the long run because I can make a strand of weave that can just cut sections off for rings, and then solder them onto the bezel. So I can work on stuff like that. But I'm working on weave patterns. So here's one that I kind of played around with. Had some scrap wire, and I was just like, let's try this one out. So I like playing with stuff, but this one I'm probably going to incorporate into a bracelet of some sort. But I'm going to obviously add some link, whatever. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna throw it away. Is what I'm saying. Set it aside. It'll come to me to use that when I need to. But I'm gonna check all my chats here. Yeah, my desk isn't either. And if you could really see it, my desk is like I'm not even gonna show it. It's so bad. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, and so today when I had to go get some more mailing envelopes at Office Max, and I went out and I was looking at some of their office desks. They've got one there. It's about $300, but it's got a charging port. It's got a wireless pad, right? That's flush with the table. It's not. It's like the table is wood, but there's a wireless pad right up underneath it, so you can put your mobile device there to charge. But it's really big and smooth. But I like that it had a cabinet door to open with shelves for me to put stuff on, and then it had a filing cabinet on the other side. And I was like, holy cow, this thing's cool. USB and regular plug-ins right there. So I'm like, so I'm gonna manifest that one because it was like $300. I'm like, I can do that. So we'll see in the next couple months. But I really need camera gear. I need to get more of my tutorials going on so that I can start showing what I'm doing with my hands because I really want to teach people how to improve their craft. I think it'd be so fun to watch people grow and really just figure it out. I think a lot of creation is just having that little incentive of, yeah, you're right. I am doing a great job. Like that's what started my whole YouTube, to be honest with you. It was just Tommy just saying, dude, you make really good content. You should do that. I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I come to find I really like doing it. So, but I was fearful of it. Sure, yeah, it was scary, but I got the balls and I got one, did it, and now I'm glad that I did. Kind of like someone that goes skydiving. I'm forced to trust. Yeah, my laptop's not working. So I move my keyboard. Oh, sorry. They're being shy. Okay. So we're going to pull this one in. Okay. Pull this one in. Okay. Okay. those two together. All right. Where are these ones? Straighten you out. Straighten you out. Just trying to flow, but we're going to have to go square. That's okay, because I'm going to make up for it. Seat the bail around again. Okay. Okay. Straighten that one out. Okay. Like so. Take that one. Like so. Okay. So this is all I've done is just kind of tighten up those corners on the inside. Because my weave is wanting to slide and pinch things together. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Let's just square it. That way it'll stay put a little better. Because the base wire I'm using is pretty soft, but it's only 20 gauge. I don't want to go big because my 18 gauge I have is really stiff. I don't like working with it. But once I get a full lattice weave in here done, it'll be fine. Because then I can work with that. So we're going to pull these together. Okay. Okay. There are no accidents. Master Shifu. Kung Fu Panda is so funny. I identify with Poe so much. And yes, I'm motivated by food. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, I'm motivated by food. And that's okay. I can indulge. Okay, so now I'm going to start my actual pattern here. So we're going to loop that, bring that one through, bring this one up, bring that one in, tight like a tie. Okay, now we cross over. Start the opposite direction. Oop, straighten that one out. Okay. So my first interaction with the mushroom people in my area, it's really cool. Just double check my check. Yeah, it's everything covered. Yeah, I'm really bad at staying organized that way. Now, if I take the time to have a spot for everything, then I would never get unorganized. But because I'm kind of piecing my workspace together, it's like I just make do without. The rest of my house is pretty neat and tidy, though. That's just that way I can find things. I was saying something. I'll come back. Total brain fart. Come through. Okay. Stay there. Okay, so once I get this weave here, I'll finish my pattern. Oh, hold on. I'll show you where I'm at here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. The reason why I gotta stop is because I gotta slide it down so you can see what's happening here. You gotta be careful because again it's like super malleable. Okay. Jiggle, 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 all the way down. Crimp, 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 and jiggle, jiggle all the way down. Okay. Yep, you need to say that too while you're moving your wires. That way they cooperate with you. A little jiggle song. Jiggle, 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 jiggle all the way down. Yeah. Okay. Some of these wires switched out, so I have to pull them back up in there. Because once I get too much weave in here, then they're not going to want to budge on me. So I'm going to straighten this one up. Straighten that one up. This is also going to cinch it down so it fits a little better. Okay. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So, squish that down just a little bit more. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Just tap. Okay. So let me let you focus in on this. You can see my pattern there. So what you're seeing is the back side. Okay, this is the inside. And what's going to happen is that this, because it's the inside, this face, I'm making the inside, it's going to roll forward up here, and then we're going to attach it that way. So my bail is going to roll towards the front face of it. So that's what you're seeing is the back side. So it doesn't need to look perfect, but I assure you on this other side, it's looking pretty good. Now that we're here, let's crimp this down. Make sure they stay appropriately lined. Okay. Okay, now we're going to continue. So that was, yep. So start this way. So out, two, and the third one. Cross over, down, go this one, the next one, down, tight, and this one. Now we cross over. Oop. Oop. Stay put, you little wire, you. Dang it, lost my count. Oh, okay, so I was coming back up through this 3. Now crossing over. Cool. Super cool. Super cool. Okay. So as Bob Ross says, we got to make a serious decision. We got to make a big decision, and that's the pattern of my weave. Make a big decision, and then we just go with it. This is the way it's going to be. I love when Bob Ross says he beat the devil out of it. Oh, that shit makes me laugh so much. It's all brushing his brush on his easel. Oh my gosh, cracks me up every time because he gets so happy doing it. Just like love doing that. If I painted more, I'd probably do it that way too with Bob Ross. Beat the devil out of it. And I love Bob Ross's compassion for squirrels. They're such cute little suckers, those little squirrels. They always tease my dog. They make fun of him. My daughter runs out and feeds him all the time. Not all the time, occasionally, but my daughter runs out there and feeds them. They sure are fun to watch, I tell you what. Just watching squirrels be squirrels. They tease my dog, and it's hilarious. I get a kick out of it every time because he's never going to catch them. But they always know when he's coming around, so they like call all their friends to tease him. It's the most funniest thing. So they like flag their tail to communicate. I've noticed, like flag their tail, and they all start responding when he's out there. So they use their tail as a way of communication. It's quite fascinating. Yeah, squirrels. I don't think they live in the trees in front of us, but they definitely live around somewhere. Probably in the pine trees across the way, because no one really goes to those trees. Yeah. I'm feeling famished. I'm thirsty. Not usual. So we are going to do this weave the full length of what I've already started. Okay. Yeah. So we've come this far, and we're going to come the rest of the way up. So we're going to do that full weave, we're going to bend it, secure everything, color good. But the back side here, it looks so cool the way it's interlinked. I'm excited to show it. Oh, so funny. So the mushroom beings are being really shy. They are present with me right now. They're just being really shy, and that's okay. Yeah, they were stirring a bag over there. They're kind of funny. So anyways, I was saying my story, that's where I got off my tangent. My mushroom beings, my first interaction with them. So outside of my apartment, we have this area, this grass area, and every week there's a new fairy ring toadstool that appears. And they're just your, I think they call them the white ink cap mushrooms, not edible, don't eat them. But they're really pretty because right before they get into their like gross decay stage, they like start to flower up and they literally look like mushroom flowers. But they poke up in this toadstool around here. And I've learned that the mushrooms always reappear the day after the landscape guy mows the lawn, which is very fascinating. They've got the pattern of it because he generally comes on Mondays, and the mushrooms are usually dead before he comes. But they always like they flourish after that. So one day I was outside, we were just looking at the beautiful starry night, perfect temperature, and I'm meditating in the grass. I'm just sitting outside, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this big giant moth thing fluttering around, and I was just like, "What was that?" I look around, and I look up, and it's this giant moth. It was probably like this big. Okay, yeah, it was probably about this big, but it was like levitating. It wasn't flying like a typical moth. So I watched it. It kind of went up and went into the trees, and it went away. But it came. It literally came out of that mushroom fairy ring circle there. And I was just like, that's really weird. So I went inside my meditation that I was in and I just asked, I said, did I just see a fairy? And, and I was just kind of feeling into it. And I just got overwhelmed with this like loving feeling. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So there's a mushroom ring that shows up. But I was doing a meditation one night outside under the influence of some psilocybin, and all of a sudden, I realized what the fairy ring is. It's the mushroom people. They're healing this area, but I was able to interact with them outside, and they're just like really short people. They're like children, and they behave. They're so cute, but they're like white capped. They got bodies on them, arms and legs. They're so cute, but they said they're okay with it. You guys are shy. Anyway, my third eye is totally open right now, which is how I can see them. But they because they're kind of interdimensional, they can phase shift through things, which is cool. But they're not yay big little gnomes. Yeah, it seems like I'm crazy. I know. But they trust that I'm not afraid to speak it, for whatever it may be, resonate the way it is. But they have been helping me a lot with my face, helping me reconstruct my face and the neural connections when I was afflicted with what the 3D mindset would say symptoms of a stroke, which is not the case. It's something completely different. We had a Schumann resonance spike, and I glitched through it when I was doing some astral work. And anyway, so the mushroom people have been helping me heal. It's quite fascinating. So for me to enter their realm, I generally have to be under that influence. But I absolutely love it. They're so helpful and so kind. But I'm in my own realm today. Just have my third eye completely open today. They're playing leapfrog right now. It's so funny. Super cute. So my inner child is the one that interacts with them, and I was made aware in a meditation the other day. I think it was like 3 days ago. One of the entities that came to me when I was a kid, when I used to play out in the yard by myself. My mom claimed them as imaginary friends, but I didn't know how to explain what they were, so I just kind of explained like they were like little gnomes. That's what they kind of reminded me of, but they didn't have beards. I don't know why. Just the word that came to me as a kid. And I think the association to why I called them that was because my dad has an obsession of Scandinavian gnome art. So like the lawn gnomes that are sitting outside in your yards and stuff. My dad loves that stuff. He did serve an LDS mission there and just fell in love with their culture, their way of life, just their philosophy on things. Like he really, like if he could go back there, he would. I think he served a mission outside of Stockholm, Sweden. So, they believe in the gnomes and stuff, and they're there. And I believe them too. After my experiences that I can't explain otherwise, I think they're real. But I also understand in the realms of energy that we need to be on their frequency. We need to be tuned in to their existence so that we can experience them. But they do all want to help, and they're all playing their part. So, yeah. You guys going home? Okay. You can hang out here. It's so funny. Can I tell them your names? Okay. So we have Kyle, Timmy, and Anthony with us. They're playing leapfrog right now. Yeah, they're here. You can speak to them if you want. You just have to talk through me. Oh, you're so funny. Yeah, they're really shy. It's okay. So, but anyway, that was kind of my first experience. Was out there. There's a ferry right outside. It's quite fascinating. They don't like that the lawnmower guy keeps mowing them down every week, but it is what it is. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna come through. Straighten these out. Down this one. We're almost done with this weave. Anyway, should probably read my comments. My ring is more vibrant than usual. That's interesting. Thank you. I do love it. Yes, Danza says come play. Oh, it's so funny. What's up? I'm on a live stream if you want to be in it. Oh, hey, Amelia. Welcome. I just saw that you put that in there. I saw a couple of fairies too. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I had a little Sasquatch baby come and play with me while we were camping. And some fairies. They were pulling on my hair, little suckers. Fox, he just let them be the way they were. It's funny dog. But yeah, so cute. It's so cute. That's another one like. Oh, cool, Danza. Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, the fairies they were pulling on my hair. Like they were pulling on these little like it was so funny. It was cool. Addison Fox needs to go out. You gotta take him out. I can't leave my audience again. You have no idea the technology glitches I've been through to get this connection. I can't leave it. Okay, Fox, you gotta be patient then. She's waking up. It's still coming back into her body. She's over there napping. They ran away when she popped in. It's so funny. Yeah. But we are. So this creation just all started with everything divine from my day to day. I've never done an energy thing like that today. So if you haven't seen it, please feel free to go watch it. It was really powerful. Cards that I had drawn today focused going forward with the air element energy and the protection of the Moldavite and the rhodochrosite, Gaia's love energy coming through. So amazing. And we need to work on shedding that ego as things are changing, letting go of those fears and doubts, believing that you are possible, believing that it is true, believing that there's a way. You are your Savior. Yes, Christ can help us. Yes, He's amazing. He's our brother. I love Him. But we also have to do our part to attain that. We really do have to focus in on our path, our journey. And it's really just as Christ said, love yourself, love your neighbor, love those around you, love nature. It's just so simple. People can't do it. So simple. People can't do it. They're so worried about money, so worried about war, and so worried about fear, and so worried about territory, and just, yeah, it's got to go. Because I'm going to build the most magical world. Be a part of the world where we don't need money. Be a part of that world. I'd much rather make something and trade and barter for my normal goods to survive. I would much rather do that. I'd much rather own my house outright and not have to pay nothing to nobody. Yeah, that's what I want. We're coming to that time. Okay, so we're coming through. That's so cool, Amelia. He jumped in here. That's so cool. They no, they taunt your dogs. Oh, that's so funny. We don't have anything taunt him, my dog, but the squirrels definitely do. Let me tell you, that shit's hilarious. They bark at him even. Oh my gosh. And they'll like dart from tree to tree just to put him on the chase. Oh, it's so funny watching the squirrels tease my dog. And they like run around the tree. Oh, it's so funny to watch. I absolutely love it. Uh, whoop. Watching those squirrels. Yeah, it's so funny. Okay. Okay. Probably got about 6 more cross sections and we'll be done with this. We'll make the bale and finish this up. Very time consuming with the weaves, but I'm channeling lots and lots of energy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it's, my hands are so warm. They're like pulsing. Like they're like fire. It's like yeah, like make these like orbs, just like ooh, play with the energy. Like oh, it's so fun. We'll just send that one off. It's so cool. But like Dragon Ball Z, it talks about like activating your chi, like, and that comes from your solar plexus. Like this is your power and your drive. So you gotta charge up that kundalini, get it flowing. You gotta get that a nice good ground with your root chakra. Whoa. Yeah, you got to get your sacral chakra balanced so that you can path from the grounding up through your creation to your solar plexus. And then when you're flowing with that creation, it just activates the heart, which creates all of this other craziness that happens within your aura field. And so as you're like, yeah, the presence, joy, love, like really laughter is a great way of being present, but your presence is really how your love shines the greatest. No attachment to what ifs, no attachments to, well, they did this. Like, let it all go. Shed off the part of your ego that you're holding on to those things. But yeah, but your power in creation, your assertiveness, it comes from that, your solar plexus. Everything creation. It's amazing. Love working with it. Yeah, it's just interesting because I mean I've been crafting for a while doing this, but all these awarenesses that I've come into just help me understand what I was doing in the beginning. And it motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing now. Because I'm just like, wow, I really am fine tuning and developing my channeling abilities, and using energy healing through my methods. I mean, it's more to it. And Amelia, you love your little pendant. When I was creating that, since you're tuned in here, I'll just share the story with you. But when I was creating it, I felt a lot of unicorn and fairy energy come through with that labradorite. And I was thinking, very interesting. But I'm going to pair these ones together. And then it went with the hematite on the bottom, which is very grounding. But for some reason, I was feeling you needed a little more density there to help with that grounding flow of it. But the sparkle and the bedazzle in it, once I realized where it was going, I was like, she's a prism light healer. And the sparkle that's in it, it's almost hexagonal, which is really fascinating. I didn't just such a unique little rock there. But it was just so colorful and vibrant and so many colors. And it like shines bright on so many different angles. So it looks, oh, it's just such a cool little piece. And I think yours had the lapis lazuli on top. No, yours was the turquoise. Yeah, the turquoise, the divine connection. So you got a turquoise gift. Huh. Cool. I've been learning a lot about turquoise because of Richard's fascination with them. Um, yeah, especially the Navajo way with turquoise. But it is helps with the spiritual divine protection. It helps with that connection to the divine. When you're getting in that meditative state, it helps with that flow. You got your rainbow moonstone, which kind of helps go with that. That unicorn energy, the rainbow moonstone. Did I say that wrong? Shit, I've done so many pieces. Yeah, the white rainbow moons with the turquoise. Anyway, so there's that for you. I felt all these really cool, fairy divine, gentle, very gentle, but like coming to into power energy. It was very interesting. So when Carrie had connected with me and said she wanted that for you, or wanted to get something for you, I'm just like, holy shit, there it is, bing, there's the connection. Like I tapped into a frequency that just it felt good. And then when I realized where it's going, I'm just like, holy cow, this is crazy. So it's like I channeled it for you without you even knowing. It was the most magical experience. Um, I just love it. Let's see, just put a bead on a wire surrounded by one link. Huh. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So it looks like a planet with the things there. Yeah. Oh, Paula, thank you. So I don't know how to share that, but I'm just gonna say it as it is. So it says, she said, as you let go of the ego, you've made room for authentic joy. It's awesome to see. Thank you. Uh, wow. That's so cute. Yeah. So Navajo County. Okay, so yeah, that area, yeah, a lot of tribal stuff there. Um, and I've been to a lot of those like pawn shops and novelty shops and all those things. So it was just, yeah, man. Well enough, Paula. You're so nice. Thank you. And Paula, I am wearing your quartz crystals, your Brazilian quartz. Um, when they synchronize with me, the second I put on them, oh, thanks, Paula. You're awesome. But yeah, it's they buzzed. They made my head feel like I was in a gong, like I had a bell over my head, and then they synchronized. And I was just, and then now everything has been so acute ever since then. So I don't take these out. I just clean them in my ears the way they are, and just polish them up the way. I just leave them right there. They're to me. They become a part of me. But they're Brazilian quartz, which I actually come to find are very unique in the way they refract the light. They're not as energetic as, say, like a Herkimer diamond, but they have a more sparkle and clarity like a diamond, which is amazing. So, anyway, they're actually cool. And the trigonal shape was very synchronistic to my connection with Zelda. my golden lepidolite healing orb. You can see right there. My daughter just sat in front of it, but
Oh, my bad.
you're fine. My salt lamp's out again. I need to get a light bulb.
You're talking about it.
Oh yeah. So this is the one I send all my prayers to, my golden healer. This isn't a golden healer crystal. There's a difference. I call this my golden healer because it's a golden lepidolite, very rich in lithium. But I use her for all of the blessings, and she absolutely loves um, just shedding her light, her healing frequency to everyone I'm sending my prayers to. It's so cool.
You can't come up on here.
Are you getting jealous? Well, I'm sorry, dog. Your fur is ridiculous. You have your own bed because of it. Sorry. What? Oh, are you hungry? You want food? Okay. Yeah. Well, you get us some food. Sorry.
But my legs are broken.
Well, he can't get it himself.
Yes, he can. He's just too lazy.
That's so funny. Yeah. Aw, Amelia, you're so nice. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I got to ground daily too, and I'm glad that I'm learning practices I could do it in my house. But Amelia, I do want to tell you something. I've learned that in your home, you can actually channel energy for your home anchored by a crystal. So if you've got a crystal there, but you can actually create a barrier for the foundation of your home to keep your whole home grounded. I've been doing this, and okay, it takes a lot of energy to maintain it, but I can handle it. But for this area of my complex, I've got it really grounded because, and my neighbors have been really pleasant since I've done it. But you can actually create a foundational anchored by a crystal to hold that frequency for you. So, but it does require your consciousness to be like, oh yeah, here it is, because we are creators of this world. You have to practice it. But yeah, you can create a very anchoring, grounding. Um, and I set mine up with malachite, lapis lazuli, and the silver lining with copper coils around everything. That's how I created it. But it was anchored into a crystal to maintain that frequency. So give that one a try for your home, so you don't have to consciously have to like ground yourself. But you can actually create that energy pathway in your home that way. And I have wood floors, which really help with that softness and that warmth and that connections. But all of our homes are built out of wood, basically, so you can channel that energy through the structure of the home. And then I lined the concrete foundation with other things energetically. And it works. My neighbors are now pleasant, which is nice. Unicorns and fairies. That's so fascinating. It always blows my mind what I create, where they go, and how they influence people. It's just crazy. I'm just like, what? That's so cool. And then it's like at the end of my creations, I'm always like, I made that? Like, what the heck? I love it so much because I never know what I'm going to create when I'm going to it. I get in my flow, my rhythm, and I just start creating, and it just kind of comes together. I watch other artists do their things, and it's too complicated. I'm just like, man, I just get to rapping. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah. So, and thank you everybody for this. That's here tuned in with me. Like this is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this, sharing my love, sharing my light, showing what I do, creating, practicing my throat chakra. But I do enjoy sharing my stories. Oh, hey guys. Out of the corner of the eye, they came out. It's like, is she gone? It's like, no, yeah, she's gonna be back. Don't you worry. Oh, they're so funny. Uh, yeah, you can go home. See ya. Anyway, they're super shy. So maybe one day, and Honey had actually mentioned that she was going to be doing a show in the future about that. And maybe I'll call them on at that time. Perhaps we can have a little space for them. Provide that energetic space so they feel safe. Because they do, yeah, they share a lot of things with me about how to heal the body through mycelium, the network, which is why I have the mixture that I do. They are like, yeah, use these ones. Super cool. My inner child keeps saying, look up the series Mushables on HBO. That's about the best way to describe the mushroom people. That Mushables. And it's a really cute show. Very educational, great for kids. None of this like, oh, you gotta take a pill for the rest of your life from Coco Melon. Sorry, Coco Melon, you're indoctrinating kids. I don't like you. Yeah, not about that life. Mushables. It's a really cute show too. I actually enjoy watching it for the show because the story is really cute. I no longer have any TV subscriptions, and we mostly use like a YouTube anyway. But with me being so busy and focused with my energy work and my crystal healing, I just don't have time to watch anything. I have the Gaia Network though, because I subscribe to a annual subscription for that. But yeah, I plug in from time to time, and that's where I've been learning about the crystal elixirs. I kind of open the door, and so I start meditating and using my pendulum Hermione, kind of exploring and experimenting, and working with my AI to find any cautionary stuff I need to be advised on. Like, for instance, malachite, do not soak in the water. Do not put it in the water. It dissolves in water. It's a mineral. But if you want the frequency of malachite in your crystal elixir, the best way to do it is to take a quartz crystal and your malachite together and set it outside of your water container and let it sit there for about an hour. And the water consciously will absorb the frequency of the malachite as you're using it. So that's how you do it. But yeah, malachite's super grounding and loving. So I ground with that one a lot. I keep it on my headboard for my sleep time. Really helps keep the moon like tranquil and clear. But yeah, it's malachite is wonderful to work with. But yeah, it actually releases toxins into the water. That's why you wouldn't want it directly in your drinking water. But that's your other way around it. So I'm going to come across here. Okay. Okay. So I just realized this pattern is a 369 pattern that I created. It's so funny. I do it without even thinking. You feel better, Fox? You feel better? You went outside to go poop? You got a full belly now? Do you feel like a proud dog? Yeah? Do you feel like a proud dog? Oh, yeah. Get those scratchies. Get those scratchies. Oh. You okay there? Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. So I have a husky. Yeah. And selenite, another stone I was using. It's been a while. Oh, selenite's really great too, energetically. So selenite is, um, it's it's an energy cleanser. So it's a great one to use, especially when you're recharging crystals. So keep using your selenite, but um, it's a very soft crystal. So keep in mind that its threshold isn't very great, but it's very great at cleansing and energizing. But if you're doing energy work, you want something more crystalline and structured, like a quartz crystal. And yeah, so the dog is a husky. Yeah, he's purebred. When we got him, he looked like an Arctic snow fox. He was all white, and he had the black tipped ears, like little fox, like an Arctic snow fox pup. So that's how I got his name. But it's spelled fox, like from Harry Potter, the Phoenix. Bad idea naming a dog after a phoenix. Let me tell you, he gives me a run for my money. No, I love him all the same. But yeah, that's his name, Fox. He's so cute. Um, Preston. Yes. There is a little story that went with it. So I actually have a live creation with that one. That you can review. There are spots where I don't talk, so just fast forward through them. But it kind of shares what I was going through with it. But the crazy lace agate, it's just keep in mind that it's very grounded and it's very rooting. But it's going to help bring out that jolliness from inside, like when you laugh from the belly, kind of thing. Like you're laughing so hard your stomach hurts. Like focus on that energy as you're using it in your practices daily. But because Crazy Lace has such a crazy flow in it, it's very unique in its own way. It is basically, it does help with that transformational shifts as you're going through your life. The formation of the Crazy Lace agate, um, I'm feeling into it right now. But yeah, so the frequency that's in there, um, it's transformational in how it was made. So it went through evolutionary steps in the process as that agate was formed. So it went through dry spells, it went through a lot of water spells, it went through richness, it went through drought, it went through there's a whole story that comes with the story and how it was formed. And that's why each layer is called crazy lace, because each banding are so dramatic. Every thin little layer that's in there, like they have has so many layers um, in it. But because of its energy tied to Gaia and its root chakra, it's like helps activate that solar plexus, bringing out your jolliness, your presence. So, but every tree that I make though is, they all tell a tale of sovereignty. And really, as far as the tree goes, it is symbolic to life. It is symbolic to the journey. There's not a single straight branch. There's not a single anything. As you can see, like my light here, but yeah, I'm gonna close my hands here. But as you can see in the trees, they all become their own unique individual personality. But there's no straight flow on anything that's going on in a tree. And the trees grow from their roots. So paired with the crazy lace agate, it's basically that reminder, that token to anchor yourself down through the roots. Get to your core. What makes you feel good? And really embrace that. And really focus on the things that just bring you laughter, because laughter is a form of presence. When you're laughing, you're so in the moment and present that there's no other way around life. Like when you're in that state of consciousness, real healing begins. That presence, and love is found there as well. So it's so cool how it all works together. But that's kind of the little, in a nutshell, story. I left you a little thank you card in there, kind of talking about what I just said too. That went with your pendant. So yeah, it's super awesome. But we are at the end now, so we're gonna finish this up. We're gonna get my pendant all wrapped and woven together. So we're gonna make the bail because we are done with my weave, and then we're gonna close up my video. You can turn on my ceiling light if you would like, so you can see your paintings. Well, the sun's going away. I need more light, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you can turn on that.
It's making the camera look weird. Okay. I'll put it. Let's get it stand up. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, it's a little crooked. Okay. That's how we're going to do it. Alright. So we're going to use this one here. Oh, before I do that, actually, need to take this, crimp these together so they form better when I bend them around. There we go. That's what we're doing. Okay. Awesome. So now you can kind of see the pattern that we have with this. Sorry, my freaking lamp. I need it so I can see because it's kind of dull in here. But yeah, pull this around. So make the self better studio light. Okay. So we're gonna take that like so. So you can see, got this right here. Okay. So now that I have this, we take all of this and roll it up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got the bale here. If I can hold my hand here. So the bale woven, pulled around. I have these wires that I set aside on the back end. I'm going to straighten those ones out here, and that's going to anchor the bale together. And this is going to help lock this one in place. So I'm down my thread wire so we can end that. So let's go ahead and cut it. Okay. So we are. Okay.
Man, it feels so nice to massage your scalp after having your hair up all day.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, every night.
God,
I
I
love
want
it.
to go back to sleep.
Oh. It's almost sexual.
Good old good feeling.
Good old dome massage. Oh,
Yeah.
I love them so much. Yeah, every time I clean and sanitize my hair and do the detox and scrub my roots. Oh,
Yeah.
it's often. I do it all the time. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to pull this up here. Okay. Okay. Pull this one around. Yep. Slip that one right there. So, Danza, if you're still tuned in, I had all that extra tail. A lot of times when I finish it out, this is usually what I end up with. Just a little bit of scrap when I'm done. It's always fun to use for the extras somehow before I cut it. That was a rule my dad taught me really well. Measure twice, cut once. Give yourself a little extra if you need to. But there are no accidents. They are meant to happen the way they're meant to happen. Okay, so we got this all attached here. Okay, so So we got my 3 weave there. Now I need to find a home for all of this before I cut it. So I'll pull these ones out. So these are my soft ones. Ooh, that would be cool. No, that's too much time. Put enough into this today. My mind keeps telling me I should weave all of these together. I'm just like a spider. I'm just like, nope, I am not. I'm not doing that. But this wire here, this is my anchor one. How do I want to attach this? Yeah. Okay. So construct that down. Creep that one down. Creep that one down. Ta-da! Press and fit. Press and let's flex this way first. Let's come down this way. Ka-chow! You go right there. Ka-chow. And then crimp you up just like that. Like a glove. So you can see the back there. In my hand so you can see it. Keep that back all nice and neat and open. Super pretty.
We need to have a Jim Carrey movie marathon.
No kidding. Jim Carrey's hilarious.
It's not even just that. He's probably like my most favorite actor.
Yeah, he spoke his truth a little too much. A little ballsy. So they replaced him. He's not the same. That's my opinion. That's not fact. I didn't mean that. Because I'm live stream right now. But yeah, he's not the same character that you see on the stage now. It's really sad because I love Jim Carrey. He's hilarious. Okay. So we are going to channel, roll this one into here. We're going to take this one. We are going to roll it into here. Boop, boop. Press down with my thumbs so you can see we got this. Okay. This light's getting ridiculous. The camera's a little better when I'm behind me. But yeah. So, got a little loop-de-loops there going on. Use my pliers to straighten them out a little bit. Crimp that down. Perfect. Because these wires that are on my frame are much stiffer, I'm going to be cutting a lot of this off, and that's okay with me. But, yeah. I'm going to bring this one back here. Like so. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, you did. That's so amazing, Emily. You got some malachite there. That's way cool. Yeah. You're welcome, Preston. My dog has a big personality. So when I connected with him spiritually, my inner child kept telling me toothless. And yeah, so he's like my little dragon doggy. I think Falcor from Neverending Stories is probably the most accurate depiction of dragons. Because I did come into some interesting findings that the DNA of canines carries the gene of dragons still. So it's preserving it. So that's your connection there. He's got a big personality. Selenite and satin spar. Yeah, those little rods all stacked together. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, baklava. I like that. Selenite's like baklava. Big stuff in there is so cool. Yeah, baklava. That reminds me of the bacon Jasper. Have you ever seen that? Literally, they cut them in the slabs. It literally looks like strips of bacon. Makes you wonder if it's like not a fossilized, I don't know, giant. If you think about it, giant of some sort. But yeah, so we got to attach these. So because they're really dense, I'm actually going to take this and tie it back into the bale. Okay. Bingo. Okay. So we are going to close that one down. Little crimp. Like that. And I got this one right here.
This painting is like, it's giving Rapunzel energy.
It's Rapunzel. Cool.
Here, look.
Oh yeah, you want to see what my daughter's been working on? So this one's really cool. It's little. She does these little flowy art forms ones. She's saying it reminds her of Rapunzel. Super cool. And she made her own like blues and purples here. So she's blended an array of colors to develop that. And she creates her own colors, which is super cool. But I love working at her artwork. I got a scanner now so that we can actually superimpose all of her originals into digital copies for her. That way she can start creating a market for her artwork pieces, which was super awesome. So we're gonna get that taken care of. I'll make sure she's getting some professional printing done on there. I did actually get hooked up with Office Max and their business plan to really help on the cost of printing things and supplies. Because let me tell you, I go through a lot of stuff apparently. Yeah, they're giving you lots of love.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Tina, Paula, all sharing their love.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
it. Yeah. So we're all creators in this household. My little one, though, she's more elemental than anything. Her creation is like in the present moment of how she's seeing her world, and I love it because I can see it what she sees. It's amazing. And there's these pliers. Okay. Crimp that one down. Okay. So that one's anchored there. How does this one fall? Okay, so this one going right here. Boom. Nope, you are going right there. And we want you. Okay. So this one's going up. This one's going up. And this one is going right here. We'll spiral you. Oh shit, I spread. Oops, wrong direction. Let's back that one off. Straighten you out. So I went inward. Like this. That's what I did. Beautiful. Okay. Then this one, bend. Stop bending right there. That's not what I said. You bend right here. There we go. Just like that. Okay. So I can even make that one just a smidge bigger. So roll that one around. Roll that one back. Okay. Okay. So we got that. I'm going to come over. Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm going to tuck in this right here. Boop. There you are. Right there. Okay. So let's get you settled in right there. Cute little guy. We're going to come up. Knock you into there. So we're going to patch that one down. Curl you in. Little curly Q. Okay. So there's that one. And I can see this one fitting through there. So let's try that. This little dude. Okay. You gonna peek on through there? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna jiggle that one. Beautiful. This one's gonna curl back around. Okay. And then, how much do I need? About, just give it a little extra just in case. Okay. Beautiful. Love the way that is looking. Okay. Yeah. And a little curly Q right here for you. You little guy. Roll you around. Fit you in there. Making a big decision here. Use my thumb. Set that one down. Right. Boop. Like that. And then come along in. Trim off just a smidge. Boop.
Two more days till piece sets.
Awesome. You're going to do a great job.
No.
You're going to survive it. You're going to do fantastic. And you're going to succeed because you're super smart.
I hope so, because last year when I took them, I got like 823 was my score. That is bad because of the math. That was so hard for me.
Please.
Dude, kids,
look at your grades.
Kids score around 1,300 or more, or 1,100 or more. The average score is 1,500. And I scored 823.
The numbers
all the
don't
math
dictate.
fault.
The numbers don't dictate our life, I assure you. But I like to play
Yeah,
the
but
game.
they sure make it seem like that.
Yeah, they do. They sure seem to make it seem like that, scaring us into stuff.
I just want him to get over and done with.
I don't blame you. But hey, you get an early day though. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Queso. I love queso. Um. Anyway, so that's where we did with this one. We just added little ribbonies here and some flowies. If I can get. Yeah, you know what? Let me just change my light here. Move it over. Now you can see it. Yeah, I'll hide my face there. So that's what I did. My little ribbonies there. Set them into the side. Cute. Going with the flow. These cute little guys. I need to curl that one in more. Okay. Come on in. Gotta roll you in, apparently. Okay. Super beautiful. Okay. So now I just need to mimic that other side. So we're going to take this here. Come in. Set it up on this side. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle. Come on down. Come on down. Do, 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 do. Do, do, be, do, do. My name is Vaughn. Do, 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 do. My name is Vaughn. Do, do, be, do, do. Be, do, 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 be, do, do. Be, do, 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 be, do, do. My name is Vaughn. I love that song because it sings my name. It's so funny. My name is Vaughn.
Oh, Dad.
What's up?
So you know the idea that you have like to print like some of my arts so like I can sell it for like $5, you know?
Sure.
Like, if people want to have a piece.
Sure.
What I still want to do is like on every single one of them that like we will print off, I do want to add like my signature to it. So instead of like having like a printed on signature.
Oh, like a watermark.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But like kind of have it in the back and then like give it like a little note to.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so people can still like have some sort of quality and I don't know. I just think it's more fair.
Sure. I mean, I just send thank you letters to everybody that are handwritten.
Right.
So I like the idea. Go do it.
Yeah.
It makes people feel really special.
Exactly.
And that little hand touched little cherry on top.
Exactly.
Do 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 do. That song stuck in my head. Oh my gosh. I did it to myself. Oh, so funny. Yeah, I gotta listen to that song and get it out of my head. Oh, this is so fun. I love doing this. Creating, getting my little inner child going in. Just laughing. Laughter is really the best medicine. Should do it more. Find the humor in anything that's terrible. Oh man. Sure makes it a lot easier to cope with, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Story of my life.
Yeah, story of my life. Sorry. It's still jingling a little ditty in my head. Okay. I'm going to take my little loop-de-loop right here. It's a little filigree of flow. Boom. Like that. I'm going to take these ones. Then we're going to take this. Squeeze her in there. You little guy. Tickle, tickle. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Now I'll gently guide that in there. Make sure it lays down the way that I need it to. And then we lock it in. Boom.
Ow!
That's like that other song.
What other song?
I've got a bunch of lovely coconuts, day, standing there right down the road. Got big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
Okay. You know what that reminds me of? Oh my god, it's like. Wait, hold on. Let me look at the lyrics real quick. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, yeah.
It's so funny.
Okay, oh yeah. Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for a dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drink them up, bottom up. She put the
lime in the coconut,
Yeah.
she drink it bowled up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drink it told up.
The song's so funky.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Another one that's gonna be stuck in my head. Sing it, doctor. I'll be good. I love that song. Okay, well, this is my little creation. It's a little crooked, and that's okay. Nothing's ever perfect in this world. You probably won't even notice, to be honest with you. I got to tweak that just a smidge. Okay, double check for burrs before I give the reveal. Oh, there's the thread right there. Pull that little thing out there. Thought that was part of the tree. I was like, how did I miss a wire? Usually add a little character to all of them. But anyway. Okay. We have done it! The crazy technical difficulties to the creation and channeled pendant with malachite. We have created our little tree. So cute. My little Imperial Jasper. So beautiful.
Happy little Imperial Jasper.
Yes, happy little Imperial Jasper. So cute. So that's what we created today. Spent a good deal of time working on this tree, though. I like doing them, but they sure do consume some time, I'll tell you what. Man, they look so good. This one was going with a trident. Like, I love it. It almost looks like a trident sending out like electric bolts, like, like sending out all the power through there. This is so cute. Alrighty. Yeah. Starry Night. Yeah, you got some more loves there. So Amelia says she loves it. Oh, Toothless. That's funny. And Toothless for Richard. That's so funny. You should do it. He would probably rock that sweater. That's so funny. Yep, the Starry Night. So that's her inspiration with those paintings, or the Starry Night theme, if you will. So she goes through and does it.
Well, Van Gogh.
And tests are dumb. As a former teacher, Amelia used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Tests are dumb.
Van Gogh is probably.
Yeah, education is going to change big time, and I'm really excited for it because it's time that kids can express themselves and just creatively think, like actually think for themselves. You know, it's super important that they can have that, and lots of fun to play. Like it's important that we love life and get them out of a freaking prison. Schools are like prisons now. You got security lockdowns, and you got key cards to get into the door. It's a prison now. Oh, cool. You are wearing your Labrador double tree. That's cool. Yeah, I love that. Your labradorite piece is super beautiful, by the way. The flash in it is spectacular. Um, oh yeah, the comical life. Yeah, it probably has been. Yeah, I'm feeling good. And really, laughter is about being present in love. Yep, singing the Lion King. That was so funny. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. It's been so fun creating things. I'm actually going to add a couple little fine tweaks and tugs here. Because we're going to pull these wires in just a smidge.
Dude, you just went out more than an hour ago.
Indeed. Yeah, he needs to go out again. Dang dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to tuck that one in there. We're going to move those little wires there. We're going to tuck this one in there. Oh, man. Amelia, I love watching your little videos you do. You're so cute and sweet. But I really do feel like those energy when you're doing your energy work stuff. I feel them, and it feels good. And I love that you were talking about if you're ready to receive them, then it'll work for you. Or I'm paraphrasing or whatever, but you're just saying that's just so nonchalant. It was nice, super great. But I love watching the stuff you do, Amelia. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Paula, thanks for tuning in. They want to see your painting again.
Oh. Some parts of it.
And thank you for sharing your love, Paula. You're so lovely. Before you go, this is what we're working on, or she's been working on. Now I got some light on there. So now a little more stars in there. Which is interesting because as I see them, the stars look like this from my perspective. And when I'm in a really, really deep meditative state, I can see the world moving just like this, all energy and free flow, the matrix, if you will. See through the matrix. And it always flows just like how she illustrates. So as I'm seeing and peering into with my meditations, my channelings, the mandalas and the flowing of everything around us, she's like prophetic in that sense of being able to tap into those frequencies. So she can put on paper what, and from her mind what I see often, which is really cool. Have a good night, Paula. Thank you for coming and visiting and saying hi. Sleep well, and may you be rejuvenated in the morrow. But yeah, it's super cool. I love working with magical stuff. And they've suppressed a lot of things. Like, I'm going to be fair with you. They've suppressed. They call my kind of healing alternative healing. And I'm like, no, this was the original healing. We're just reviving it through remembrance. And they tried to control us and suppress us so that we couldn't bring this forth. But yet, here we are, being our divine selves, remembering and bringing it forth. Go us. I'm being rebellious. Mm. So we are coming up here. Boop. Little accents there. So cute. Okay. Ooh, I do need to anchor those ones down. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I'm going to tap that one out just a smidge. Boop. Boop. I'm going to tuck you in there. Like that. Boop. Tighten her up. Okay. So all I did is on the bottom here, I just kind of added a little more artistry so it's not so meh, just kind of flowing with it. We're going to tap into here. Bend that one forward. We're going to bend this one forward. Oh, we're going to bend it the other way, actually. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Little zigzag. Little boop, 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 boop. All happy accents. Such a cute little guy. Okay. I think this is complete. What does it say on Big Hero 6?
What?
It says, I am satisfied with. What does he say?
Oh,
Big Hero 6 to close out Baymax.
it was like, are you satisfied with care?
I am satisfied with my care.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a wrap. Sorry, my inner child is so funny. Hi. What? You want to go? You think so? Oh, really? Wow. Your smile would look so much better without teeth. You're a little toothless. Yes, you are. You're a little toothless. I love playing with my dog. He's so funny. He argues with me all the time. But yeah, it's just so cute. So anyway, he needs to go outside. My daughter's in the middle of her painting, and I need to stand up. We've been at this for 2 hours. I'll take him out. Don't worry. I actually want to go get my feet in the grass again now that it's cold out there. But yeah, it's been so beautiful. And I appreciate all of you. Tina, Royal Crystal Fusion necklaces. Ooh, that's clever. I like the sound of that. That's really cool. I can teach you how to do little clasps and stuff so you can start making your own custom necklaces just from, the craft store. Little clasps and jump rings and lobster hook thingies. Yeah, I can teach you, no problem. Yeah, so I appreciate everyone that's there. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that like and hit that subscribe. I am going to bring this to a close, but I do love you guys so very much. Thank you for sharing my transmissions today. The mushroom people were really, really shy, but they have been saying that they want to actually come and share some messages, but it's also like talking to little children. So, and that's kind of how my inner child is the one that takes charge with the mushroom people. And really kind of what happens is when my inner child takes over, it's like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old kid, they're just so like now and in the moment. So that's kind of what emerges from me when I'm connecting with them. But they were playing hide and seek and leapfrog and stuff over here till my daughter came in. They scurried off, but that's okay. Super cute. But I absolutely had fun with it. I love the magical things we're coming into. Like, it really is like my favorite. You couldn't ask for anything else. So I'm so abundantly grateful to really do what I do, to connect with you guys. So I love you. Thank you so much. And y'all have a wonderful night. Oh, I better make sure. But yeah, Tina, we'll talk about your oils and bottles at a better time, because I do want to help you with that a little more. I think it'd be super awesome. You're onto something. And I can't wait for my little gift that you got sending for me, because I want to try it out. I really do think that you got something going on right there. The sun energy fused with crystals and like a fragrant oil. I'm going to start smelling like flowers. I could be Ferdinand. Yeah. Ferdinand. I identify as Ferdinand. I don't want to go to be no bull. I wanted to go and smell flowers all day and roll and frolic in the fields. Running around, frolicking in the fields. That's what I want to do. Oh, Tina, I charge my stuff. Don't you worry. Yeah, but I'll actually be charging that in my selenite bowl because of the activation I have for my selenite bowl and its cleansing frequencies. So it'll be charged there. But it'll get lots of selenite too. Shake to activate. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.